Hi, my name is Robbie Smith, and what I would like to talk to you a little bit about is Tony Kennon's support for our schools. And I think I have a unique perspective to share that with you. I was the first middle school principal here in Orange Beach, and the night I met Mayor Kennon, we talked about two things. We talked about excellence for students and excellence from students. So when he talked about excellence for students, he talked about our students having all the things that they needed to achieve excellence in their lives. And anytime you speak to Tony about education, the first thing he's going to tell you is it's academics first. Academics supersede everything else. So in order to make that happen, we started in two modular buildings on the campus of the elementary school. And we needed some things that the school system couldn't provide for us at that time. So whether it was lab equipment, teacher training, anything like that, all we did was have to go to the city and ask, and they just said okay, as long as we had a plan and that students were first and foremost in that plan. Then we go to equality. And the second thing that Tony has always said to me is we want opportunities for all students, and that we want opportunities in the arts and in athletics. The very first thing that the city did was combine the Performing Arts Center with the school, and they made that investment in the arts because we're a very art-rich community. Well, as we started getting into the process, we realized that the facility was going to have some changes in order for our students to really achieve all that we wanted, to be able to do the behind the scenes, the technical theater part, the lighting, the sound, and then the performance part. So the city immediately agreed to make those changes so that it could be a great experience for our students, and in turn, that created a great experience for our community because our community benefits from that as well. And I don't know if a lot of people know that when we started Orange Beach Middle and High, we were grades 7-12, and we had one gym and nowhere for our students to work out. We had to get a storage building, which the city helped us work that out. But we kept talking about, we've got to have another gym. We were running, and let's just talk about court sports. So you have middle school girls and boys basketball, middle school volleyball, middle school cheer. You have high school volleyball, high school girls and boys basketball, and if that includes a JV team, all fighting for court time. So we knew that the athletic facilities were going to have to come next. But again, all that was so we could achieve excellence from our students, excellence for our students, so we saw excellence from our students. And I think that's paid off pretty well. If you've ever seen one of our performances, you know that they are top notch, and obviously we've had tons of success in our sports. We have softball state champions, cheer state champions, our soccer teams consistently appear in championship play. All that is because the city was willing to invest. Safety is another aspect. I don't know that everybody really understands how Mayor Kennon has invested in the safety of our students. I've been in a lot of systems. I've been in big systems, small systems, city, county. I've never once been somewhere that there's an SRO dedicated to field trips. When our students go on a field trip, there's a SRO traveling with them. When our students go out of town, we have SROs spending the night with them so that our students are safe. When we started back on the modular campus, we had a SRO in each building and the elementary school. That's really unheard of, and it was an insistence from the mayor and the city that we were going to do that to make sure our students are safe. I don't know that anything speaks much more than when we put the safety of our students first, but that's certainly been something that I have seen from Mayor Kennon. Then let's talk about the breakaway for a minute. When Orange Beach became a school, we realized that we had a lot of new things happening. And it was great, and the city supported all those programs, but it came to a point where we realized that under the umbrella of a larger system, we could not tailor education to our students. And Mayor Kennon took the lead on that and really pushed so that we could break away. And the reason for that was so we could have control of the destiny of our students. So we could look at our community and tailor those programs in order for our students to get what really worked for Orange Beach. We all know that if we're going to have strong communities, you have to have strong schools. I've vacationed at Orange Beach many years before I moved here, and it was always viewed throughout the state as a retirement community. In order for it to not be that, we had to have good schools to draw in those young families. And I think you can see based on this year's graduating class, I believe they're graduating over 100 students, maybe 120. When they were 6th and 7th graders, I believe there was about 50 or 60. So it's obvious that we're growing, and it's because we're attracting those families because of the dedication to the schools. If you're a family wanting to relocate, what's the first thing you're going to look for? You're going to look for the quality of education. That's what everybody looks for. Lastly, on a personal note, I want to tell you, in the last year, I faced some health challenges. I had colon cancer. And my role with Mayor Kennon had stepped away a little bit. I took on a different role at central office, so we weren't working as closely together, but he took the time to reach out to me and ask, hey, how you doing? Is there anything me or my family can do for you? And that really meant a lot to me because, again, we weren't interacting on a daily basis or even a weekly basis anymore, but that's the kind of person that you're actually dealing with when you deal with Tony Kennon, is that person who makes those connections, and then regardless, he's going to check on you. He has thousands of people a day that he's putting out fires or hearing concerns or praises, and he took the time to reach out and just make sure I was okay. So I just want you to know that that's what you're looking at. You're looking at somebody who puts your children first, who really makes those connections with the community members and those who work for the city. He not only expects excellence from you, but he gives you his excellence as well.